Tom Hardy's most certainly is better than one, as the actor takes on the iconic Kray twins in new film Legend. We are here in Leicester Square for the world premiere, where we'll be grabbing a chat with some of the cast and creators of the film.
They're very compelling, they're very interesting, very cinematic characters, but also I've never come across, because I've done other films about real life characters, but I've never come across real life characters who the spectrum of what people thought of them is so outrageously far apart.
What was interesting about it is that a lot of people know who they are and have got a visual ID on who they are, so I know that I'll be judged when I go up and show you my portrayal of it, so that was part of the challenge, as I wanted to be judged, as it were.
I was aware of them when I was a kid, you know, pubescent boys get an interest in true crime when they're about 14, anything about murder and, you know, the gothic stage.
I'm fascinated, like anyone is who lives in London, by the Krays and their sort of mythology.
We had Reggie's watch and all sorts of footage from that people had of him, which, you know, wasn't available readily and stuff like that. So there was lots of research that went on.
I didn't really know anything about the Krays at the time. I don't think I even knew that Tom was going to be in the film, but I just knew from sort of the first 10 pages that I wanted to be in the film. It was so beautifully written and the character was so interesting and kind of complex to me that I really wanted to be a part of it. And then hearing that Tom was playing both of the brothers, I just, you know, it was just kind of perfect.
I went to Tom to play Reggie, had dinner with him. He liked the script a lot, but all he talked about was Ron the entire dinner. So I just thought, well, it's obvious he wants to play Ron, and he knew I wanted him to play Reggie. And I think Ron's more flamboyant and exciting and outrageous, and Reggie's a little more straight-leading man. And at the end of the dinner, basically, Tom said, I'll give you Reggie if you give me Ron.
Actually, it wasn't that hard at all once we knew what we were doing. So the initial sort of working out how to play the two lads was where the complication lay. And then once we sort of set to, it was all like solving a puzzle during, you know, in free flow, as it were. So it was actually a really good challenge and something that I enjoyed doing.
4 scenes in the film, 3 of them were with Reg and one's with Ron, and I think Ron was my final scene, and I was stunned really to see the difference that Tom and Brian had brought to Ron. And I don't know about you, but I find Ron much more disconcerting.
It was very impressive at first, and then it just became kind of very normal. I mean, it wasn't a challenge for me at all, and I think that is kind of, you know, that just tells you how great he was at playing both of the roles, that it wasn't strange for me at all.
They make it look so simple, both of them, in their respective ways. I'm always impressed by that. I seem to find it very complicated acting, and I always admire when I see actors just get on with it.
A film has the ability to take you someplace that you can't go in your real life. And in this case, you have a chance to go to the 60s, in London in the 60s, and be with the Krays, and you're never going to be able to do that in real life, and that's what I think is fun.
And also a London that looks exquisite, I think, and 2 Tom Hardys.
I think they can look forward to seeing 2 extraordinary performances from Tom.
I've just come to do a job. My job is to observe and reflect, and, you know, anything that gets in the way of that has to go. So it's quite simple. What I do is just tell a story and observe and reflect and mimic, you know, my message. I'm just bringing you characters. That's what I do.
We're not making a film about the real Krays. This is our take. This is a legend, our legend.